It begins. It senses. Howdy doodly, everybody. It's Fish, and welcome back to Vintage Story, where we get to continue from whatever happened last time, where we fought bears and wolves and drifters, oh my. We really became hunters last time. I think I did more animal combat. It remembers all that came before. I think I did more, like, combat in that last little session than I've ever done in this game. The taste, the smell, the chef and the apprentice, kneading the dough, letting it rise, a gentle simmer, then a rolling boil, grand adventures, glimmers in the soil, burning sparks, molded forms, simple tools. A world unbroken, the center unfolding. But I'm really excited and hopeful that this episode we're able to get into the Copper Age, because that's going to open up a lot of options and progression for us. A lot will open up for us if we can get copper. So I think that that's going to be my first goal, because we have the molds now, and between episodes I was able to get some more clay. I was able to gather some resources and do the things we needed. I finished sifting gravel until I got enough for 40 copper bits. So we should have everything we need to get started, to get those first 2 required tools needed to really get the metals we need to do the work. We'll kind of start this episode with making those 2 first tools that we need, and also getting our little island base more prepared for that kind of expansion. We'll have to see. We should have okay food for a while, so I'm hoping that we won't have to work as hard for food. But it would be cool if we could focus a lot more on progression and not have to focus on basic survival as much this episode. So we'll see what happens. We'll see how we do. The carved mountains, it calls to you. Return again. Oh boy. What time is it? It is 15:11, so it's almost nighttime. Already hear pigs. I've got kilns running. I think I made some vessels. Yeah, raw storage vessels. What do we have tool-wise? Oh, I have a little bit of an inventory problem right off the bat. That must be why I was making some vessels. Alright, place down this reed chest. We need it again. These are the 3 molds that we need. Oh! Some of them are done. Well, I will need those 2 bars as well. Okay, wait a second. We have 2 more vessels. This is a pelt. Okay, so our floor has also... Whoa! I didn't mean to place that. I'm all sorts of crazy. Let's put pelts away. Okay, we have some pelts are in there. I think I'm gonna keep 1 storage vessel for when we set up our smithing area, wherever it is. I don't think it's gonna be inside here, though maybe it should be. What would I need to do to make a smithing section? I guess I could expand and make another section into this way, and that way I can stay inside the safety of the dirt hut until I are ready to expand into a new home. Oh wait, they do stack more than 2. I'm so confused about how the stacking works for these pelts. I'm going to fiddle around for a little bit longer before I can sleep the night. And then I will absolutely be sleeping the night, because these animals are going crazy. And let's just get to the point where we can move and progress forward. Okay, 3:45. I think it's going to be too dark. Oh, there's our friends. There's so many wolves. Damn. Okay, run, 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 run. Jump in the water. Okay, they didn't chase me. They didn't aggro. It's a good sign. Oh gosh, the lightning during the sunrise too. I don't know if these wolves just aren't aggroing on me. Or what? Oh! Shit! Shit, 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 shit. Oh, ah! Oh god! Where is it? It's below me. It's below me. It's below me. It hurts me. It hurts me. It's gone. Oh, it terrified me. There's another wolf. Oh no, it's gone. It died. Okay. Okay. Let's take stock. Breathe a little bit. An eventful start. An eventful start for sure. Okay, we expanded a little bit. I think that will be enough space to start to like do the metals, but maybe we are gonna want a little bit more anyways. Thunder and lightning all the time in this world. All right, let's see here. It's only 9. I feel like I wasted more of the day than what we have so far. Let's see, I put firewood. Yeah, it's in here. I'll put these ingot molds there. Oh no, I realized I forgot something very important. There's a element of what we're trying to do that I failed to remember. I need charcoal. So in this game, with metallurgy, different metals need different temperatures to be able to melt at, which makes sense. Wood burns at 700 degrees Celsius max. But to melt copper, I need something that has a burn temperature of 1100 degrees Celsius. Much warmer than what wood or even peat would be able to get for me. Is that another wolf? I will fight you. But luckily, there is a resource that you can get called charcoal in this game. And charcoal burns at 1300 degrees. But to make charcoal, I need to cut down a lot of trees and make something called a charcoal pit, which is basically a bunch of firewood buried in the ground that's going to be burning until it becomes charcoal. You can make these pits, I think the minimum is a 2x2. A 2x2x1, I think is the minimum. And then the maximum, I think, is 11x11x11. Not that you should ever attempt that, because that's so much wood. Normally I like to have a permanent place where I like to just make a pit over and over and over again. But I think for now I'm just going to make a temporary charcoal pit to get us started. One that we can fill in later. Oh no! Was there a tree hollow? No, there was a tree hollow! I had a bad feeling that there was going to be a tree hollow. No! That would have been a third tree hollow so nearby. It had a sunflower seed, some flax seeds, and a pomegranate. Oh, that's so sad. Tree hollows, when you break them. Okay, it's not a lot of storage. I can't just place this back down, unfortunately. Once you break it, it becomes a chest entity. I'm just gonna destroy it because I don't want to remember my mistakes. I had a bad feeling. I should have listened to my bad feeling. I am gonna cut down this pine tree now. There's no tree hollow or anything important on this pine tree, is there? I don't see one. I'm so sad. You know, I'm happy that we have two. I'm happy we have two tree hollows. It's nice. I just feel dumb. Always inspect your trees before you cut them down. But I need to keep collecting wood for a charcoal pit. I guess here's as good a place as any to like make the pit. I'm gonna just do a 2x2. Okay, so one block space is 32 firewood. So we don't have enough yet. That's okay. I'm not gonna cut down this oak tree yet though, because I want to save this oak tree for some leather work stuff, because I can make it into tannin. Do you have anything? No. So you are safe to cut down. Alright. Another tree felled. I think that should be enough. Oh, maybe it's not enough. Yeah, I think I'm gonna need to cut down one more tree. I at least want to get this charcoal pit set up today. Oh, there's still... okay, maybe there's not as much time. Let's go cut down one more tree. And make sure it's not a tree hollow. Although it does look like that tree hollow replenished some goods. Okay, I'm going to cut down this pine tree too. Let's go see what that tree hollow I didn't destroy is holding, shall we? Okay, that should be enough wood to finish off that. Alright, tree hollow, what do you got for me? You have gold! Gold and quartz, and that's all it had. It takes a long time for those trees to... Oh, you can catch raccoons. I need to... Oh, gosh. I don't want to skin all these animals right now. Okay. I should have enough. Great. So that's a 2x2. And then what you need to do is, in one spot, set up a fire pit. And I'm just getting ready to cover it up, because once you light this fire, see, look how it says charcoal pit unlit? It says charcoal pit lit, and I have 30 in-game minutes to seal it. And then we know it's working because we see this smoke coming up from the ground. And I'm just going to leave this little plus sign because it tells me where I made the fire and all that. It's just something I like to do. I'm going to spend the last little bit of today doing animal work. It's probably the correct use of my time. And it's not wasteful. It's good in the long run. Oh, maybe I'll fill in this little bit of water. So that is the other thing. I want to like do... like terraform slightly, like this pocket. And you want to like relocate these cattails and then fill it in. We should be at the longest time of the year. Oh, I kicked it. No. If I'm doing animals, I might as well like grab it. Ooh, that one had fat. Okay. This is a good weight raccoon. That one also had fat. Fat is nice. Maybe once those bowls that I was firing, you know those bowls I fired in the morning, there's a lighting item called an oil lamp. Where if I put fat in a bowl, it becomes a waterproof infinite light source. So like those torches that I kept replacing, we haven't seen them burn out yet because I kept breaking them and placing them down. But it would be nice to not have to worry about that. One of the earliest light sources that never goes out is that oil lamp. So maybe I'll make some oil lamps if we have an excess of fat. I wonder if there's other things I can do with bone. I've been getting a lot of bone. I know I can ground it down into bone meal and use it for farming as a fertilizer type. Let me also get these flax seeds. It is starting to get dark. It's calm though, so I don't mind staying out a little bit longer. At least to finish off these animals. I put up the trap, so I need to be responsible, and I need to at least clean up. Every time I open up this house, it breaks the cellar buff on these vessels, and all this food is perishing so much faster. So I should be careful. Okay, that charcoal pit also is going to need to burn for a day or so in game. So we have time. Oh, look. There, the first, see, torches burn out. They burn out. And these bowls, I am going to make some oil lamps. So with that and bowls, you can make oil lamps. And it is a light source that burns forever. It's not as bright as torches, but it is enough to stop spawns. And so by placing these oil lamps around, it should keep us light enough in here to not have things spawn. And I won't have to worry about making sure I won't have to worry about resetting anything. I'm also going to just use up here as a spot for curing these. Also going to use this fire, which is going to be, I made another fire in here for smelting purposes. I will box in. Oh, are we too big to be considered a... Okay, that changes some things. So right now our little base is too big to be considered a cellar, I think. Unless it's still trying to register and update that. It's a little bit unfortunate. I am going to keep these two reed chests, because I can turn those into basket traps. Did I hear look, medium rift activity? It always happens so fast. We also have so many vessels in here now, and yet we still have such a storage problem. We live in squalor, but it's fine. And I guess maybe we sleep. Is that more wolves? I just spent all last morning dealing with wolves. Is this gonna be an everyday occurrence? Is it game? Every day. It's still raining. Okay, it's calm now. There's nasties outside. But at least the rift activity is back to calm. I probably should have spent some time making tools last night. In fact, let me make some tools now. Let's make another... Well, I was going to make an axe, but I pressed shovel. We'll make another shovel, too. I think just another shovel, axe, and knife would go a long way. It's already been a game day. We played one full game day together, but I feel like I haven't accomplished a lot for you all. I have to do better. Okay, I don't hear the Money Boys anymore. Oh, but there's a Bowtorn. Oh god, there's another Bowtorn over there too. Oh no. They're gonna kill me! Oh boy. I got way too overconfident in my combat abilities there. I missed like every spear toss. I don't even know where my spears are. And I think they're gone now anyways. What a failure I am. I'm like really disappointed in myself. I lost like 2 spears in that encounter. Well, let me remake those spears. I think having them is important. Alright, spears have been replenished. Honestly, maybe I should make those basket traps. Maybe I make basket traps today. I have them, right? Where did I put them? Oh, here's the baskets. I think that this is the trap. There it is. Reed basket trap. Because we get enough baby pigs that I think we'll catch stuff. I need to bait them. I've never caught something without baiting it before. Okay, maybe I do that little terraforming I wanted to do. So with these cattails, if you break the bottom stem, you get the cattail root. And you can replant those cattail roots to grow cattails elsewhere. So I'm just going to relocate these bunches and spend a little time investing into that. Because I know I want to... It's valuable real estate on this little island. So I want to fill in this little gap with dirt. And if we get enough cattails, maybe I'll make another basket or two. It would be nice to have more berries so that I could bait the traps. But maybe I should just start thinking about getting into farming as well. Again, all stuff that's like kind of locked but not really locked by some of that copper work. I don't think I'm going to have enough dirt to fill all this in. We're just filling as much as we can. Almost. We almost had enough. I don't want to make it too hard to be able to climb on top of the house. Is that another dead pig? Dead piglets everywhere. And I'm gonna keep terraforming this island. Plant these cattails back. I do kind of want to get into animals. It would be really cool to get some animals. Oh, similar to cattails, you can do the same thing with tool. Okay, though. I think that for the most part, this island is smoothed out and as good as it's going to be. Oh, is it done? The smoke is gone. I think it might be done. Yes! It's finished. So you can shovel your coal. We're going to be able to get moving towards those tools now, which is exciting. Oh, one thing I forgot. We are in June. It is the 2nd of June in the first year. I played May 9th off camera. That was the day that I was gathering resources. But we're in summer, officially. Oh, we have coal now. So let's work on smelting up some copper. So what we have to do is, if we look at coal's burning temperature, it burns at 1300 Celsius. And if we look at this chunk of native copper, it needs to be smelted at least 1084 Celsius, which means charcoal will be perfectly conducive. And we need to smelt our material in a crucible. So if I put the crucible in here, like the cooking pot, it will give us a 4-slot section. I like to spread it out. It doesn't really matter. You don't have to spread it out. It's nicer. I don't know. I like it. I just like doing it. I am going to grab these tongs too to have them. And so once it gets up to temperature, so once it gets to 1087 degrees Celsius, this arrow will start to push forward. Yep, and there it goes. And so it's going to start processing as it melts down these bits, and it's cool to watch them like actually start to glow. It's like, ooh, it's happening. I'm going to put the tongs in my offhand, and the reason for that is if I want to pick something up that's thousands of degrees, I cannot pick it up with my bare hands. It will hurt. Now this is enough for 200 units. And if you'll notice, these molds that we created out of clay need 100 units each. I'm going to be making a pickaxe and a hammer. The reason is the pickaxe will allow us to actually mine stone and mine copper instead of just finding copper bits on the ground. And then the reason we want the hammer is because, you know how that tree hollow that I destroyed gave us some chunks, some large crystallized chunks of copper? So for example, I need to smash this open. I have to crush with a hammer to extract the nuggets. So until we get a hammer, we unfortunately don't get to We can't actually, even if we mine copper from stone, we won't get to benefit from it. Let's see, it's 13 o'clock. It's probably too late in the day for me to go copper mining. Maybe I can pan for a little bit. I'll take our wooden pan. Oh, also, I put these in the molds, but it's still liquid because it's still like 900 plus degrees. So I need to wait for these to cool in the mold. And they can't be outside because if it's raining... Oh no! Oh my gosh! There was a full family! I'm fighting! I'm fighting wolves like every day! I'm gonna die! I'm not even at full health. Oh no. Okay, he's swimming back. Okay. At least they run. Oh gosh. Ooh, lag, this is not the time! Oh no. Oh gosh. I can't even, like, get my spears back. Oh, I missed! I suck. I dropped another one. Ah! Okay. One down. So I was going to be panning, but I guess I'm hunting wolves. Cheesing wolves, more like it, because... Here's another one of my spears that I so unskillfully... Hey! I missed! Oh, that spear is gone. Oh, no, it's not. I can get it. Luckily, the oceans aren't actually that scary in this game. I have no idea where he went off to. That's scary. He best not come out of the water and ruin my day. Okay, and there's a third wolf, though. I swear there was a third one. Let's pick up this spear, too. I've got all my spears back. Oh, God! It's gonna kill me! I'm gonna get my first death! Swim. Oh, gosh. I don't even know where it went. Well, here's a spear. I definitely want to grab these. Oh my gosh. Why a full wolf pack? I'm sorry, puppies. I just can't have you, like, attracting more of your parents to spawn. They just ran in here. You all saw how that happened. I'm definitely having some wolf regrets because the forest 4 wolves can spawn here. And they're literally spawning here like every day. Anyways, I wanted to pan. That's what I wanted to do originally. So let's pan a little. Ooh, some arrowheads and bones. A bony rib cage. Ugh. Flax fiber. More flax fiber. Okay, after this one block, I should head inside. I got some stuff, though. I saw those bags jiggle twice after my hotbar filled up. And see, our oil lamps are keeping our place lit up. They must have been bones and spearheads. Let's see, do I have horsetail? I do. Let's make some poultices. Oh, I made way more poultices than I needed. You can make a lot with not... Okay, well, I'll keep 16 on me. And it'll probably be best practice to have some with me. Let's heal up. Because, my goodness. Okay, 10 poultices is still great. I'll keep those with me for tomorrow. Are these cool yet? Yes, hardened. Alright. So we have our copper pickaxe head and our copper hammer head. So now we have a pickaxe and a hammer, which is exciting. Oh, and let's crush this crystallized chunk. 6. And this gold. Just so just because I want to. I could have saved them like that, but we need to eat. I'm curing some jerky, but it's not going to cure for what, 11 days, 14 days, 15 days. So jerky you can make by taking meat and hitting it with a knife. We have so much bush meat. We have 44 bush meat. Okay, what do we want to do tomorrow? I think that we should venture back to these copper nodes. I'm going to pin them again so we can see them on the map better. But I think what we should do tomorrow is we should venture back to those nodes. Oh, do I have logs, perchance? I have some maple. Improvised body armor. That's right. So theoretically, with some wood, was it flax? I think it was flax. And a knife. Nope, it wasn't. Armor. It's grass. There's some improvised body armor. And so this is 55% protection. It's not a lot, but it is a lot better than nothing. I'm stunning. Look at me. Those, like, wolves almost, like, two-shotting me, like, reminded me of how fragile I am. For some reason, the last episode made me feel invincible. I was like, look at me taking down these things left and right, that I started getting cocky and careless. But no more. No longer shall I be. But is there anything I want to use this night to make? We have 4 pit kiln spots and nothing kilning. I've got a lot of vessels. I don't know. Oh. We should make an anvil mold. So we're going to eventually have to make an anvil. It might be nice to not even bother with the copper anvil, but I'll have to see what's nearby. So the next tier after copper, I know, crazy of me to be talking about the next metal tier after copper when we just barely even dipped our toes into copper. But the next metal tier is bronze. And for those metallurgy smith knowledgeable beings that are out there, you know that bronze is derived from copper mixed with other alloys. And there's a couple different kinds of bronze in this game. There's bismuth bronze, there's black bronze, and there's tin bronze. And tin bronze, as the name suggests, is a combination of tin and copper. And so when I need to melt metals together with copper to get to to get to bronze anyways, if we can determine that there are those metal alloys nearby that we need to make bronze, we might as well make work towards a bronze anvil instead of a copper anvil, because you need different anvils like the tools have tiers. And so if I want to smith things of high level, I'm going to need higher level anvils. And so I don't want to waste the 900 units of metal alloy on a copper anvil if I don't necessarily need to. And also because bronze takes copper anyways, it would help us just more frugally use our copper. But you might be wondering, how are we to check and see if these alloys are nearby that we need? That is what that third mold we made was. It's the prospecting pick mold. So in this game you can prospect for ores in metal types. And prospecting is, it sounds more complicated than it is in this game. It's actually reasonably simple once you like figure out how it works. But I'll essentially be able to pick around the ground and determine the likelihood that ores have spawned below in the chunk, and how about the percentage of which the ore would take up. And so that's how we can find out what ores are where instead of just digging blindly. Like in Minecraft, other games, you just dig down and know that the entire world has the same chance for ore in every single chunk. That's not how this game works. There might be like 100 chunks of no chance that you'd ever find bismuth, for example, but then a collection of chunks where there's different varying chances to find it. So you kind of need to prospect around to find the metals you need. I guess I should make the other molds tonight as well. I'll make a couple tool molds and start up these pit kilns and see if we can get back into tomorrow. And tomorrow hopefully we'll be able to mine up some of those copper from those surface bits we found, because you never find orbits on, when you find orbits on the surface, it guarantees that there is at least a small node of that metal alloy just below the surface. This is a Falx blade mold that I'm making right now. It's a kind of sword, I guess, for lack of better words. It's one of the better melee weapons we can get, because right now we've been rocking with spears, which are great. They're a little bit of a melee and ranged combo weapon. Though they do, spears, as you notice, do a lot more damage when thrown. But they also take up a lot of inventory space. Oops, I'm throwing everything. But the Falx blade is a melee weapon only. But it is just one of the weapon options. And we'll be able to use these molds as many times as we want, as long as they don't get exposed to water. When they have hot metal inside, they won't shatter. Oh gosh, down to 5 clay again. I'll need to... Oh, I don't know if I have enough grass to start these. Well, I want to definitely start the anvil for sure. If I'm going to start any, I'm starting the anvil. Gosh, I'm going to need to cut down trees too for firewood. Maybe... That was a shiver. I think I heard a shiver, but maybe... Definitely a shiver. Maybe what I can do when we go out to mine that copper is we make it a multi-trip. Alright, 1:44. If I sleep, it's going to be a lot late. I don't want to waste the time because the sun rises so early. Okay, I don't know if I have the wood to do this, but I think I made an error. So I'll rock the improvised wooden body armor, but I think I have a liter of resin. And we have a lot of pelts. There's an armor tier that uses pelts. And I can make it with wood. Yeah, it's the lamellar. It increases my hunger rate though. So I need to be careful, because as I put on armor, my hunger rate is going to start increasing. And my walk speed is going down. Healing effectiveness is down. Ranged charge speed is down. Ranged accuracy is down. Just from putting on armor. But I think it's worth it. I think a little armor is worth it for sure. Oh, I shouldn't wear armor while I'm not out. Armor should be something I only wear when I go outside so my hunger doesn't decrease like crazy. Anyways, it's about 4:30, so I guess I'm putting it back on. The sun should be rising soon. I have my pickaxe. I have axes to cut down trees. Here's a low rift activity. All my pelts are on the ground. Oh, are there any resin trees that I'm going to walk by? I'm not really walking by that resin tree. Anyways, it's almost 5. Just run, just run. Just run, don't even look behind you. Nothing can hurt you if you don't see it. There's nothing dangerous at all. Okay, I think we've run out of distance from those nasties. And hopefully they despawn because the chunk will be unloaded. Oh, these berry bushes have like harvested. Or, sorry, they've grown finally. I should start... These ones are still flowering. But I don't want to wait 7 days. These are red currants. Just gonna pick those for now. And maybe we should have a little bit of fruit. So there was copper here. So I'm gonna dig down and see if we can find it. Should be right below us because this is where I marked. Hopefully it's not too deep. It can be a little deep, but it would be nice if it was easily found. Because we don't have a prospecting pick yet. Oh, here it is. Native copper. Okay, that's a wolf. Interesting. So, ore spawns in this game in discs. And they can sometimes have a bend to them. But this one has a decent bend. It's kind of crazy how, like, it's across 3 tiers of Y level. I don't have a prospecting pick, so I can't really check to make sure that I got it all. Prospecting picks also help you see if there's any nodes nearby. I think I'm going to be able to get most of this for sure, and I'm not too concerned about 1 or 2 pieces. It's not worth the durability to mine around infinitely for that. But it just keeps going. Okay, I think that we got... It's like right above us, isn't it? We have 47 chunks. That's not too shabby at all. I'm gonna bury this. And then I'm nervous about a wolf, so I'm just gonna run and not even look behind me. A tree hollow! Okay, no wolf is chasing us. I can't believe that there's a tree hollow here. Okay, well, first things first, let me mark it on the map. An ethereal gear? Rice? A mushroom? A seed? Oh gosh, my inventory is going to be full of random stuff. That's not going to really, like, help aid the goal of cutting down trees. Let's climb this hill and get a surveil of the land. Because there's wolves nearby. It's right there. Look at them. There's a bunch of them, actually. I thought he was running towards me, but I just literally stood and watched. You know what? We got a good amount of copper. We did. Let's pick up some of these spout seeds. Hi, pig. Let's cut down this tree. And let's just head home. I can get copper another time. But we found another tree hollow. We brought back a decent swatch. That fox is chasing those bunnies. Better fox than a wolf. Let's place these bushes that we stole Oh, a bunch of our pelts are finished as well. Let's cut these logs. I don't know what this ethereal gear is for. I'm a little nervous about it. Weighty like a stone, but its appearance lacks substance. What's it for? Oh, I was supposed to get some grass. Let me go cut some grass before I get into the smelting headspace. Let's smash this copper that we mined, shall we? Alright, look at that. We got so much. Sorry, I'm like just prepping a certain amount. Because 40 more will get us another pickaxe and a prospecting pick. Part of me wants to get another hammer as well. So let's get this started. And then while it's cooking to temperature, I'll go shovel the rest of the coal from our pit. Oh! Oh gosh, that fox scared me. I'm sorry. Now I can finish shoveling this. Alright, I'm gonna fill in this hole as well. Alright, it's getting there. Let's take this and let's make some new items. Let's make sure I get the prospect. Beautiful. Put that away. Because now, once this cools... Oh, maybe I'll do some panning. Famous last words, because apparently last time I was like, oh yeah, just what about doing some light panning? Just some light panning, it'll be great. But maybe I'll finish panning these items. It's bony soil, so we're most likely going to get a bunch of bones. Oh, that was some flax fiber. Alright, let's get inside. A preemptive box in. Oh! We got some cool stuff. Okay, so we got some more chunks of gold, which is kind of cool, actually, but we got a lore book. This is the first piece of lore that we've gotten. Wait, that's exciting. I want to like see if we get if it's I wonder if it's just going to be an excerpt, a sentence, or if it's going to be a read. Okay, let's see what this book's about. Discovered Lore, Diet of Kings, Part 1 of 1. Oh, it's a complete book. It's not even just an excerpt. Press J to access the journal. The Diet of Kings. Alright, let's get our reading glasses on. Scribe's Notes, 1318. Master Jonas Fawkes, please come forth. The lords and ladies rose when he entered the room. Even the kings gave him small gestures of welcome. He walked to the center of the court, his attendant behind him bearing a great collection of drafts. My lords, as I'm sure you're now aware of, we face a nightmarish threat. The disease, or plague as it's been called, is not only overly complex. Neither is it beyond our vision. It is, quite simply, desolation made manifest. Here, his attendant began laying out a number of medicinal diagrams upon the floor. Master Fawkes issued from one parchment to the next, gesturing as he went. It rots the body in its entirety. It begins externally with numbness and darkened skin. Proceeding further into the ligaments, the victim may lose control of entire limbs. Eventually, the flesh sloughs off in small heaps. By this time, the victim has likely entered a catacleptic state. This may as well be a blessing for them. The rot will have overtaken their eyes and ears now, depriving them of their senses. Arriving at the last parchment, he paused and gazed upon it. Many of the gathered assembly also leaned towards to see the image more clearly. From the scribe's desk it appeared only to be a drooping mass of charcoal smears. This is all that remains of the poor souls. In its final stages, the rot consumes the mind and body whole, leaving nothing left of distinction. Here His Majesty, the King of Undland, interjected. Is there truly no method of treating this malady? What preventions are able to us? No preventions, Your Grace. Save total isolation from the populace. Even such a drastic method as that will only last until the food supply is infected. As for treatments, I have found none. Perhaps some of my betters from the Academy have made progress, but judging by their silence, I think not. He paused again and cleared his throat. It is a certain death. However, I stand here now to offer you a better fate. What do you mean this is a one of one? What's the better fate? Come on! Who wrote this? Master Jonas Falks, please come forth. Okay, so this is Jonas. Jonas is the guy that's telling these kings that there's nothing for this disease. And I think the disease it's talking about maybe is talking about the drifters. But it seemed like Jonas had an alternative, an idea. But we don't know what it is yet. I want to save this book. I'll put it in here for now, but we'll eventually come up with like some kind of library or like reliquary for all the things we find. Because I do plan to explore and journey. But perhaps that will come at a little bit of a later date. Okay, there's our second pickaxe, our second hammer, because I like to have spares, and our prospecting pick. Our molds are done. I'm going to leave them here for now. Oh no, these ones don't have pit kilns yet. That's right. Let me kiln these. Perhaps we'll sleep this night, because I'm really interested to prospect and just see what's nearby. Alright, let's sleep this night. It was really cool that we found that war book. Really cool. You can sometimes find really interesting stuff in the bony soil. It's really rare. You normally just find bones or flax or other little bits, but I'm quite excited that we found a book. It's calm now, which is nice. I think I'm going to start by prospecting in here and see what's right underneath us. Okay. Oh, we have high sphalerite and decent pentlandite. I think that's nickel. And what's sphalerite? Sphalerite's zinc. Okay, I don't see any bismuth. There's some hematite around us too, very poor. And there's also cassiterite, very poor. And ilmenite. Okay, most of the ores, this is really cool, are nourished by. Not copper, which is a little sad. Because ideally we'll need a large chunk of that. But no matter. I don't hear the Moni boys anymore, so I think it's a safe enough for us to maybe pop our head outside. It's not. There was a Bowtorn right there. I just feel like the Bowtorns never despawn. Damn it! Okay, we got him. I missed many spears. Where'd you go? I would like to harvest you. This happened last time. Please. I just want to see what's inside your inventory. Fine. Okay, I won't see what's inside your inventory. Okay, there's a bunch of wolves. I don't want to be overconfident. There's 3 wolves there. And in fact, I'm not confident at all. But if I make enough spears, if I have enough pointy sticks, don't you think I'd be strong enough? Don't you have confidence in me? I don't. Okay, we've got a bunch of spears now. I don't entirely know where all the wolves went. Maybe 2 of them did do a chase. Oh no, there's the black one. Okay. I can't be just missing. It's because I'm not getting close enough. Maybe I shouldn't even mess with them. Yeah, they didn't even notice me. Let's try to find another spot to prospect then. Looks like there's more sand and stuff up this way. A little sandy beach. That's a pig. I'm sorry, why'd the pig terrify me? Ooh, here's some more berry bushes too. More pigs. Pigs everywhere. I'm just desecrating the land. I'll fill it in with... I'll try and fill it in mostly. Anyways, let's see what's just a little bit of ways in these chunks. There we go. Okay, decent. And then pour and pour. Maybe I'll take a couple readings in a couple places. This chicken's dead. I wonder if this... I don't think it's a fox. I think it's a wolf. Okay, here's some exposed rock, which should make this a lot easier. Pigs everywhere. Sorry, I had a little bit of a crash. And so I prospect picked this area. There's poor, eliminate, and very poor nickel, and minuscule amounts of hematite. And so high sphalerite is a really good first spot that we found at home. And then decent nickel. And here it's decent nickel too. And so I think that... So the way prospecting pick works, it's like a heat map. So if I get rid of my waypoints and only show the prospecting pick stuff, obviously this green dot is showing the high sphalerite, not the nickel, but we have 2 decent nickels, but then as we went further north, we have very poor nickel, which tells me that maybe if I go back this way, I'll have a better nickel reading. So it's like a game of hot and cold, where you go a little bit in a direction, and then if it decreases, you go back, and then you pick a different direction, and if it increases, you keep going down that direction until you get to the reading you want. Very high readings. So the two things you see is very high, and then the percentage. The decent, poor, very high, that descriptor tells you how likely it is that ore spawned in the chunk below you. And then the percentage is how many of the blocks in that chunk would be that ore type if it does spawn. So that very high sphalerite right above our home, it means it's very likely that sphalerite has spawned. And if it did spawn, which is really likely, 3.44% of all of the blocks should be sphalerite. Which is pretty decent, actually. And then the decent nickel is pretty cool, and then another decent nickel there is pretty cool. But I'm gonna prospect pick a little bit longer. I'm actually like really close by these copper bits, and part of me, you know what? I'm gonna mine these copper bits that I found. Actually, let's eat this meat. But I'm gonna mine these copper bits, and maybe just take the haul back. For now, because I haven't really seen cassiterite up here, and I realize I've been recording a lot, so I think this might be a good place to mine this copper, head back home, end the episode, and then next episode we can really do a wide prospecting search to find the materials and the ores we need to hopefully get to bronze. If we can find cassiterite and copper reasonably close by, we should be able to get to the Bronze Age, but we have found high sphalerite. So if I'm able to find bismuth nearby and copper, we can also do bismuth bronze as our Bronze Age instead of tin bronze, because there's a couple kinds of bronze. There's tin bronze, bismuth bronze, and black bronze. I forget how you make black bronze, but I do remember bismuth bronze. which I think is pretty cool. Oop, here's the copper. Oh gosh, why every time I mine down, every time, there's wolves that start howling above me. Oh well. Judging at my hunger as well, it might also be lieu of us to start planning to see if we can get some farming happening as well. Though I was kind of hoping to rush the Bronze Age, because if we rush the Bronze Age, we might be able to work towards quartz and get greenhousing. But I think for this first year, I don't think it's reasonable to try and go for a greenhouse. Well, I am going to put this helmet on because there is a wolf above. But yeah, I think going for a greenhouse so early isn't necessarily reasonable. Let's block up that hole. Let's just start heading home. I want to run a little bit because the wolves. There's that pig. Maybe I should go for a... There's a rift there, though. See if I can chase him. Oh wait, I ran the wrong direction. Oh, I'm by the resin tree though. There is more resin. I do have a inventory spot. How many spears do I have? Oh, I have plenty. If I miss. Oh, and the wolf. Damn it. I'm so bad at hunting. I did so good the previous episode, too. And now I'm just sucking. That was a wolf. Why did I look? I literally just... Swim. Just swim. Just swim. Oh my gosh, why did I look? Why? I was like, that doesn't look like a pig. Let me just watch. Let me witness. Okay, I don't think it's following me anymore. Oh gosh. Oh, I can get some fish maybe. I have some food. But yeah, anyways. I will get my food situation sorted. I will finally finish blocking up this hole. And I think next episode is a really good goal. Oh, and we got back before the nighttime. But I think next episode is a really good goal to prospect pick more of the land in the world and see about maybe getting some farming started. But thank you all so much for watching this episode. We found lore books. We got to copper. We pickaxed and mined more copper. We've started to prospect pick, which is really exciting and really cool. So I'm really excited to see where we can go next time and continue to prospect pick, continue that journey, and maybe start some farming. But thank you all so much for watching. I had a blast. I love you muchly, and I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.